I'm ghost hunting the Tonopah Cemetery. A lot of the people buried here were children. Some were killed in fires in the mines when they had to work in the mines, and others had lung issues, sort of like the pandemic going on today. So it's a very sad place. I can feel the sadness, but I'll be here tonight doing a little more ghost hunting once the sun goes down. So evidently at one time they would lift this flag up in tribute to everyone that was buried here, but it seems like it's been sitting here for a very long time and very faded and very tied down. I guess it's dead like the rest of the cemetery. So this is the part of the cemetery where there's a lot of children buried. And you'll see that in fact there's a lot of toys here. Somebody must leave them for the children out here so they could have toys. But it's really kind of creepy if you look at it. Here's another one. And as you continue on, there's all sorts of stuffed animals around the graves. Some in disarray. This was baby O'Donnell. Very strange. We'll see tonight if any of these become animated. I don't know how recently these were left out here for the children. Some look very faded. Others look very new, but in any case, it's a very strange sight. This was baby Bertlin. These are all babies that were buried here. They all died as infants, evidently because of the lung disease, the lung infection. Very similar to the pandemic, evidently. There are literally 100 or more of these stuffed animals out here. And I can't imagine anybody put them out here very recently, and yet they are here. It's very strange. Very strange. So I've been told that if you, oh wow, it already says 5, which is my floor. That's crazy. The button for 5 is already pushed. I didn't push that. That's nuts. Wow, because I was told that when you push these things, what happens is that it won't go. Oh, now it's not moving. This is crazy. Hi folks, so I'm with Shambria, my guide tonight here at the Mizpah, and we are in the, hi there. And she's telling me all these crazy things about the lady in red who actually was murdered here on the 5th floor, right?
That's right.
And what was her name?
Her real name is Evelyn Mae Johnston.
Evelyn Mae Johnston. Now, over here is right where she was murdered, right there, and my room for the evening happens to be right here, so I'm really interested in what's going to happen late at night here. Anyway, we're going to move on, but I just wanted you to meet my beautiful guide. She's awesome, and I'm learning a lot about the Mizpah, the Lady in Red, and all the spirit activity here.
Telling me, hey,
Yeah, so we're in the basement right now of the hotel, and I've been told by my guide that this is one of the creepiest places in the hotel, and I was just looking, and it's crazy, my meter, it's going nuts here. It's like at 300 and something, right in this spot at the bottom of these stairs. Let me show you the stairs. I'll turn it around so you can see them. So they're really steep and really weird, and nobody likes to be down here. And by the way, there's no electric anywhere near us. There's some lights, but they're way away, so they wouldn't be messing up with this meter at all. So tell us just real quick about what happened with that guy.
I was giving a tour.
Yep.
To a large group
like
of
we're
people.
doing right now.
I had our guests just come down here and look at the staircase, and I stayed behind. Well, I got very cold and just kind of shook it off, didn't think anything of it, and a man with a very deep voice standing about this close behind me in my ear goes, hey.
That's crazy.
And it was just, you know.
And I told you, that happened to me one time in a mine.
Yeah.
And I heard the same thing. It was like, you're standing there, it's totally quiet, and then it's like, hey. And it's like, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
And there's nobody there, and there's no people there, but we're standing here right now. Let me see where it's at right now. It's lower now. No, it's up, it's going, no, it's lower now. But it was up to 300, 3.88 at one point. So it is very active down here for sure.
Underneath the sidewalk right now.
So we're under the sidewalk in front of the hotel in this old area that's underground. It's really creepy. And there's areas here where there's like old windows that used to be there. And up above is where the sidewalk is actually. And they're not exactly positive what this is, but Shambria has her idea on it, but I will tell you, while we were standing here just now, and you'll verify this, we heard someone right here, like outside this, there's a doorway right behind us that we came through right here, and we just heard someone, like someone just lifted something or moved something or did something, and we heard it twice.
Yeah.
And there's nobody in this basement. There is nobody here. So that was really awesome and really creepy. It was cool. So we're still down here in this strange basement area, and what's really crazy is I've had my meter off since I just came in the room, yet both Chambry and I both have heard this beeping just like it was on. It's really crazy. It's off, literally off, but it's been beeping, which is really nuts because I've never had that happen on a ghost hunt before, where I can hear it audibly beeping like it does everywhere else, but it was off. So that's really insane. Also, Chambry was telling me about a couple that had a video camera down here that they had placed down here, and you went up to the 5th floor.
Yeah, we were gone for like 15 minutes, came back down, the battery was full when we left, and when we came back, the battery was completely drained down to like 1 notch, and it was blinking because it needed a new battery.
And I was telling you that happened to me at the old Montana prison with my equipment as well. That's why I always carry extra batteries. But then you said they had extra batteries and they also got drained?
Yeah.
Crazy. But what's nuts is I'll always remember this beep going off, and both of us heard it. Like, she thought it was just still on, and no, it was off in my pocket, yet it was still responding. Isn't that crazy? That's insane. So we were talking, and you were doing a tour down here with another couple, and where is this? This is the mining tunnel that's under the
Part of the
hotel.
old mining tunnel.
Crazy, and it's really weird down here. I mean, I'm going to tell you, it's really odd. I mean, even the doors are odd and everything. I mean, it's you can see it's very vintage and old. So you were saying that when you were here, actually right here in this doorway behind us, you saw what?
Came in with this couple.
Yeah.
And as soon as I walked in and had vision of this
Mm-hmm.
spot in particular, there was a very tall man walk literally from this ladder up through the wall.
So there's a ladder here, an old ladder, and she saw him here, and you can see there's old implements back there, and he walked from the ladder back to the room right here. And that room, does that lead to the tunnel then, or?
Yeah, so this on the other side of here
Mm-hmm.
is technically the actual tunnel itself.
I see. So
that
this was an entrance to
collapsed.
it.
Mhm,
It
that
collapsed.
at one point.
Crazy. So we were just looking here in the other part of the mine shaft area, or the entrance from the mine, and by this coffin that's there, and it's crazy because see where the light is over on the left? Well, a shadow came across that just a few seconds ago, and we both saw it at the same time, and it freaked us both out. So another crazy thing happening here tonight at the Mezpa. So I'm back at the Tonopah Cemetery. This is probably frozen a little bit because I'm using night vision so that I can see what's going on. It's total blackness out here. It's midnight. I'm going to be walking around seeing if anything crazy happens out here. Okay, so we're heading towards the children's area of the cemetery, and all of a sudden getting some pretty strong readings over here. Again, there is no electric anywhere near us, but as you can see, it is going off and it's getting stronger. So we'll keep moving towards where the little stuffed animals were that you saw earlier in the video, and we'll see if any of the children want to communicate with us tonight. Wow, those are pretty strong readings. Hi kids, you want to say something? You want to communicate? And oh wow, right here is very strong, very strong. I'll take some night vision video of the spot where I'm at. So this is where the meter was going crazy a minute ago, and as you can see, it has a couple of strange little dolls there, and I can't read what it says on the tombstone, but I'm sure it was a child. But very strange that it would go off right here, and I'm not going to disturb it. So I just got a thing on the ghost box that I use, and I've got the distinct wordage that they would like me to leave. It was a guy, so I don't know what's going on out here, but I think I'm going to get out of here for now. Well, something crazy just happened before I was leaving the cemetery. I was holding a flashlight in my hand. I haven't been using it the whole night, and it just came on by itself when I was saying goodbye to everybody and telling them that I hope that they were blessed and that they were safe wherever they were at. All of a sudden, this flashlight I'm holding in my hand came on. Now, I did not push the button, and that's the honest truth. So it was very strange. I had it in my hand just because when I'm walking in the dark in case. And then the interesting thing is it came on just before I would have fallen in a hole. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'll turn the... So right when it came on, here was this deep hole in front of me. And had the flashlight not come on right then, I might have slid right down there and gotten hurt. So I guess the spirits were protecting me in their own way. That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't have ever seen that there. It's fascinating though. And it's also fascinating being out here in this amazing cemetery at this time of night. So that was our visit to the Tonopah Cemetery at midnight. Pretty crazy stuff. There's the cemetery, and then right over here is the Clown Motel. I'll show you a famous Clown Motel. And actually it is world famous. People come from all over to see this Clown Motel. And they have a museum in there, and has a lot of crazy, strange and bizarre and scary clowns. And the whole hotel is themed with clowns. Every room has a clown in it or on it, and they have suites that are dedicated to it and other scary clown stories. So it's right next to the cemetery, which is directly right over there. So I'm sitting here in the lobby of the Mizpah Hotel, and I've just had a fantastic adventure here. It's been great. The people here are so accommodating. If you're into ghost hunting, you'll really want to come visit this place because they will help you to have a great time and tell you all the fantastic stories. It's been interesting in so many ways. Some new things happened tonight that never happened before, like the situation with my meter going off. Even though it was turned off, we could hear it audibly beeping with it off, and that was very strange. Never had that happen before. The shadow person in the mine area in the basement, the movement of furniture or whatever it was that we heard in the basement when there was definitely no one there but she and I, because there was only 2 other employees in the whole hotel, and they were up working in another area. So it's been very fascinating, and visiting the cemetery was great. As I said, that was very strange how my flashlight came on right when I needed it too, and I was just holding it in my hand. The button's actually on the back of the flashlight, so there's no way I could have just pushed it because I was holding it like this, and that means the button was back there. So crazy that it came on right when I needed it before I would have fallen into that pit hole. So that was interesting. And then when the meter went off over at the child's grave and all of that. So it's been very fascinating. It's been incredible. And I would definitely recommend you visit the Mizpah here in Tonopah. It's a really cool place. Even if you're not into ghost hunting, it's just a cool hotel, nice people, good food, and you can even gamble a little if you like. And don't forget the Clown Motel. That's crazy too. Wouldn't recommend staying there because it's kind of a weird place. Not just because of the clowns, but it's kind of, weird. I'd stay here and then I'd go over there and visit because they love you to come through the lobby and see all the clown paraphernalia. So anyway, this is from the Mizpah in Tonopah, and that's my ghost hunt for tonight.